All right, final topic. This is a gaming lawsuit related situation between a well known YouTube channel versus Nintendo. And we do know Nintendo at this point. I mean, they're very protective when it comes to copyright material, and they usually don't like it without permission that someone shares a lot of material from Nintendo without their consent, and especially they're very stingy even when it comes to games that are being emulated on PC. So that's understandable. And it's their right. And they have a team of lawyers making sure that anything that anyone's doing with their material that's not financially benefiting them, they're on top of it. So it's really fine, you know. And the latest problem comes from a video gaming history channel called Did You Know Gaming. They posted like a 20-minute documentary video on a unpublished game that never came out on the Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo DS, not 3DS or 2DS, just on Nintendo DS, called Heroes of Hyrule, sort of like the Zelda spin-off. So the video was on YouTube for like 90 days before DYKG received a copyright warning and had to remove it from public on December 28th. Now, the saga doesn't end from there. Now, the channel operator, Shane Gill, who's in charge of the Did You Know Gaming channel on YouTube, did have to say this about the copyright strike that accused him of using unauthorized material. He said this on Twitter. Because Nintendo's claim was that we were using unauthorized material just by us acquiring it legally and presenting it in accordance with fair use. Their intent was to scrub this piece of journalistic work from the internet because they did not like what it uncovered. Yeah. So clearly a lot of the details and information that DYKG presented on YouTube did not sit well with Nintendo and were not happy with the material presented publicly. Now, one can assume that maybe it had to do with a 22-pitch document that they obtained from former retro employees that supposedly were trying to work on the game. So, I mean, I don't think it was any information that were obtained from former employees of retro studios were illegal or, did not fulfill any contract obligations or so forth. But yeah, I mean, like Shane Gill did say, like, Nintendo tried scrubbing the video because of what he found, and Nintendo didn't like it. But how, in Nintendo's defense, I mean, the content is like close to 90% of like copyrighted material that probably should or should not be online, so that's fine. And a lot of the text that supposedly like did not sit well with them, but any terms of copyright policy, which I know how it works, if you're able to file a counter complaint about how this is legally used material that's been used, and any gained permission from copyright owners, it does come back online, and I think it is on the internet. A lost Zelda game for Nintendo DS, Heroes of Hyrule. In fact, it is online if you can still catch it. But like gives 10 days just to see if it's acceptable or not, and then so forth. But yeah, even though Shane Gill never did get any money from Nintendo, it doesn't mean he's clear of the situation. So there was like a lawsuit that took place regarding the content and the limitations of the copyright claims of so forth. So I'm assuming this saga won't go away anytime soon. But yeah, like this, it seemed like this game was supposed to be developed by a former developer of Metroid Prime Retro Studios. It's been pitched in 2004, same year the DS hardware came out. It's supposed to be like a strategy game, kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics or whatever. And clearly the development didn't really go well, and the idea was rejected. So, project got scraped and just canceled, and of course everyone moved on. the Zelda IP is already a good place, especially since Breath of the Wild and Hyrule Warriors. And 2023 will be really big with Tears of the Kingdom coming out sometime in May of this year for the Switch. Everyone's going to be excited about Zelda and everything Nintendo. I mean, the Switch is in a really healthy place with 118 million units sold. So, I mean, regarding the Switch, it's fine. I don't want to go off topic. I know I am, but regarding this lawsuit, I mean, look, it's understandable. I mean, Nintendo have the right to protect their material, copyright material, and games that being sold in black market or whatever, fake copies, emulated copies, and so forth. It's alright when any of the IP that's theirs, that someone's using it to make money off of, but Nintendo is not getting money off of it. It's fine, you know. It's just weird how um, you know, Nintendo supposedly like gave someone printed documents of a supposed game that was planned to come out but did not come out, and when video was presented in a fair use on YouTube, then Nintendo didn't like what was said or what's been seen, and the filed the copyright complaint. It's a bit of a weird situation, almost like they kind of contradict themselves, but you know no one wins anyway, just because like Nintendo or actually no wait, Shane Gill won the lawsuit. Yeah, they're like, I found this headline on TechSpot. YouTuber fought back against Nintendo DMCA notice and won. So it's good, at least for once someone won in a lawsuit against a big gaming company, but that doesn't mean like anyone can walk away being victorious, especially in a way. It just means that sorry, it just means that all the good working relationship built throughout time now is just scattered completely. At least the video is back online if you want to watch it, but I mean now it's just tarnished with a lot of problems. You get what I mean?